Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be doing a hair brushing. I haven't done a hair brushing video, brushing my own hair in quite some time, so I just wanted to do that for you guys. I noticed a comment yesterday that someone said they haven't seen me do a video brushing my own hair in quite some time, and it has been quite some time. I usually just do the doll head hair brushing, but I thought I'd do my own hair since it's behaving today, so I thought I would take this opportunity to do that. I'm using one of my favorite brushes. I got it at Party City, and it was super cheap, but I love it so much. It's just a plastic bristle, super cheap brush, but it works really well with my hair. So let's get started. I brushed it a little bit before this video just to get out the tangles, just because it makes it easier. And I will also just talk to you about how my hair is doing, because I did have a kind of hair growth thing going on, routine, whatnot. I ended up cutting a good part of it. I'm constantly trimming it because it's extremely dry and damaged, just from the blonde hair dye that I put some time ago, and it's still in my hair. The blonde, you can tell it's a lot lighter in the length. So I've been chopping it as much as possible, as short as I can make it without it looking bad. Just to continue to get rid of the dried and frizzy, damaged ends, which I think this last cut that I did really worked because I got a good amount off, and it's looking really good finally. So I'm just continuing to wait until more of the dye grows out. So you can tell right there, you can tell that it's about here now. So it's growing, and I'm chopping it, and it's growing. Soon enough, the hair won't be so damaged from the hair dye. I don't mind the blonde because I think, I'm not sure when I did it, but I did it late last summer. And here we are at almost summer again, and it's still in my hair, which I don't mind because I do like it. It was just damaging my hair. It just completely fried my hair. So I'm just trying to just trying to get it back to health again. I stopped, but I was using these extremely harsh shampoos just to get the color out, which was probably contributing to the damage. And it's not so much the color that I want out, it was just I think what damaged it was the 20 volume developer. I left it on for way too long and I put way too much because I really wanted to make sure that I put enough in there, put enough in my hair to give it the result that I wanted. And that completely fried and dried my ends. And so now I'm having to go back to basics and help my hair again and chop it off. For such a cheap brush, this works really well. On top of the hair damage from the chemicals, I've been using minoxidil and biotin oil for this area that was completely like bald and peach fuzz, and it's been like that for a while. I think it's finally normal looking again, and that took like a year of minoxidil, biotin oil, vitamins, and then I would also put the minoxidil on my brows, and I think that's what helped. I can see growth here, so it works, but it just takes a while. So I'm trying to get my hair back to the way it used to be a couple years ago. I was looking back at a hair brushing video that I did on this channel here 2 years ago. I would do anything to have my hair look like that again. It looked so full and long and healthy and thick. I don't know what happened, but my hair got destroyed. And it just doesn't seem to have the same health as it used to have. I wish I could get it. I'm not even focusing on growth anymore because it's just so damaged and unhealthy. I'm just focusing on health at this point. And I think it would serve me very well to stop dyeing it, at least for a couple years. Which I think is possible because I haven't had the itch to dye it because I've been so focused on trying to get it back to healthy again because of all the damage I did to it. So I'm not even focused on dyeing it or anything because I'm just trying to fix what I destroyed. But I was just looking back at that video and I was just kicking myself for trying to figure out. And it was dyed too. So I don't think dyeing it was the problem. I think it was just that I left it on for so long that it just got super dry. That's all. And all I had to do was just chop and then wait for it to grow out. So it's not horrible. But I think I just looked really good in that video. And I was a little envious. In that video, my hair was dark red. I had it dyed it dark red and looked really good. I actually looked really good. But once it starts to grow out, the roots looked horrible. So I would have to put this spray dye to cover the roots, and that didn't quite match. So that was the only thing about coloring it such a different color, is when the roots come and it just looks horrible. Horrible. It looked so bad. So that's my only issue with that. So at least when I do blonde, like I have here, it doesn't look, the color doesn't look too far off. So I've just been sticking with the blonde. Because my hair used to be a lot blonder. And it just looks a little more natural than if I dye it a completely too dark color. I hope all of you are doing well today. I mentioned in my last video that I'm going to be able to do more videos today. Because I have free time, more free time than I would normally have on a Tuesday. So I wanted to take that time to give you some more videos. But normally I would only be able to do videos on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And some weekends maybe. But typically just I have more time on Wednesday and Thursday. So I wanted to jump on that and do a video that I haven't done in a while, because I do a lot of makeup and I know that sometimes that can get boring. So I thought I'd switch things up a little bit. I like watching two long hair YouTube channels that are not active anymore, but I watch them for a lot of tips, and they talk about different diet and different oils, and just different things that you can do to help grow your hair. One of them is Coffee and Makeup, and the other one is Steph Arizona. And I like Steph Arizona a tad more just because she's a natural redhead like I am. So she's a little more relatable in terms of, and her hair is kind of the same thickness and kind of the same as mine. So she's a little more relatable. And me believing that I can grow it if I really want to. And it used to, like I said in that video that I made 2 years ago, the hairbrushing video, my hair was longer. So it's possible. I just have to get rid of all the damage and kind of get it to where it's better again. And I used to be a lot more consistent with vitamins. The biotin and whatnot, and the keratin and all this stuff. A lot more consistent than I am now. But I wasn't the healthiest person then. I'm healthier now. So I find it ironic that my hair is such a mess now. I like to trim my bangs at an angle, like that. I did it recently because it kind of hides this area, like I told you, that's kind of missing hair. So I just always do an angle. Still waiting for that part to grow. I've been waiting for that part to grow for a long time. See my fish tank. It's I have 2 betas, girls. I've had them for some time. Well, these for some time. The other ones we've had. I've had the tank for some time. Oh boy. And this brush seems to distribute the oils in my hair really well, just like a Barbara brush would do. I can definitely, because I think it's gotten very oily in the scalp, so I especially should brush it more often to bring the oil down and spread it down to the growth in the ends, especially the ends. Sometimes I put it down this way. I've cut the bangs to where I can angle them either way. So no matter which way I want them, they are kind of slightly trimmed on either side. I made myself, right before this video, I made myself some, I toasted a mini bagel. I prefer to eat the mini ones now than a whole bagel. So a mini bagel with toasted with honey, and then a small wedge of cheddar, sharp cheddar cheese, and then blue corn tortilla chips. So that is my breakfast with my coffee. I stopped eating cheese for a little while just because my stomach and whatnot was not liking so much cheese. So, but I'm back to eating cheese again, but I'm only going to eat small amounts, much smaller than I used to. I just think as I get older, my diet has to change. Because as you get older, you feel the effects more, and that's just crazy. My birthday is next month, and I might, hopefully, I'd like to see it work out, but I might be going to on a trip, and I'll definitely vlog it. It's a place that I've always wanted to go. It's a city that I've always wanted to go, and being a music fan, and so hopefully it works out. I'm hoping it works out, but it's a whole production. So, but especially for I'm going to be turning 40. So, this is a big one. And I said that I really want to have a chance to do something a little more. Just because. So, because it's one of the big ones already. I can't believe it. So, but I definitely will video what I can. But I don't want to go to all the touristy spots, but I feel like I can't help but do that. But, why not? There. It just feels healthier when you give it a good brushing. So, I'm working on. I have this little microphone that I got not too long ago, Christmas. So, a few months ago. And I'm working on the spoken, soft spoken, whispered, and I know everybody prefers something different. But I'm still kind of working on how to, the volume levels and whatnot. So it's a work in progress. I feel like I'm getting there. I've only been doing this for a few years now. I feel like I should have it by now. But anyhow, I feel like it would be easier to have a clip-on mic just so I'm more hands-free to do whatever I want to do in the video and not worry about having to hold it or not having anywhere really to put it. And then if I set it on my camera here, I feel like I'll be too far away from it, so, and not give the sound that I wanted to give. So I just hold it, but of course that limits what I can do, what else I can hold, but it does give a better sound. So it's kind of like, well, I think by having something clip on, or if I could find a way to clip this on somehow, I feel like I'm still working out basics here. But I do want to keep it basic. I feel like that's kind of the point of where I want my channel to be, is basic, old school, very little equipment. So going backwards on purpose versus, all the high tech equipment that people have, especially for ASMR or whatever. I feel like a lot of people feel like it's lost its gem, it's lost its where it began, its innocence. And I kind of want to keep that, even if that means really low quality on purpose. But, I kind of like it that way because I still prefer watching videos like that, and I prefer making videos like that. I like to make the things that I actually enjoy. So, anywho, I hope you enjoy it too. So, it's so silky now, and it needed a good brushing, and I can feel it a lot smoother and more oiled on the ends. Definitely needs a good brushing every now and then. It should be every day, but I don't. It used to be curly all the time, but it's gotten straight. And I wondered if that was just the products and everything weighing it down. But the only time it has a really nice curl is when I put creams and scrunch it. And I have an olive oil cream that works really well. And I also use some other creams that I have. But, and then I just scrunch it like that. And then it does a nice curl. But just like this, dry, this is how it ends up. But just still nice when it's nicely brushed. I think I can get away with this if it's nicely brushed and not all over the place. My cats. Last night I heard this meowing and I was like, is that my cats? But it was two cats in front of my house, just on the walkway. Just meowing at each other. So my two cats were watching out the front window at these two strays, whatever they are. And so that was a good show for them. They had a nice little show last night, these two cats. I used to see a lot more I used to see a lot more cats in the neighborhood, and I haven't seen many lately. There used to be a lot more. I don't know. But so for the first time in probably several months, I saw these two fighting. Not fighting, but just like, you know, hissing and like doing those sounds that they make. But my cat's got a good show. So I think that is about it. I definitely feel my hair healthier. I think I should do this more often. And I think or I hope anyway, that you guys would appreciate that, because it has been quite a while since I have done any kind of hairbrushing video just for myself. I usually do it on the doll head, or pretending I'm brushing your hair or whatever, but I just thought I'd do something that I haven't done in a while. And I'm very hungry now, so I want to stop this video. Especially sitting here staring at the food right there. My stomach is growling. I'm starving. So, yeah, so I'll think of another one to do later today, but I need to eat. Anywho, I hope all of you are doing well. And I'll see you guys later.